Anakin Skywalker's role as the Chosen One is one of the most confusing aspects in the Star Wars saga. Since it was first introduced in The Phantom Menace, people have speculated on exactly what this means. Some even went as far as to point out that in a galaxy with 10,000 Jedi and only 2 Sith, balance would inherently imply him joining the dark side, something that seems to be backed up by Yoda in a scene from Revenge of the Sith.
A prophecy that misread could have been.
However, Lucas has been pretty clear that bringing balance to the Force does not mean having an equal amount of dark and light side. The Force is in balance when it is in the light. So what then does it mean to be the one prophesied to bring balance to the Force? First off, let us consider the fact that the Jedi are not the only ones who foretold the coming of a Chosen One. The Sith believed in something called the Sith'ari, a perfect being who would destroy the Sith and recreate them to be even better. According to Legends material, many Sith Lords, in their tradition of arrogance, proclaim themselves to be the Sith'ari. And then we have the Force Wielders, a family of 3 godlike beings who live hidden away on the planet Mortis. The son and the daughter are the embodiments of the dark and light side respectively, and their warring could destroy the galaxy if it were not for the father who keeps them in check. The father, though extremely old, is dying and believes the Chosen One will replace him and control his children. All 3 of these groups have 2 things in common. They all believe in a prophesied one who will come to help their cause, and they are all killed as a direct result of their contact with Anakin Skywalker. So I ask again, what does it mean to be the Chosen One? To answer that, we need to dive into some of the lesser-known canonical issues surrounding the Jedi Order in the time of the Clone Wars. It was stated multiple times in the Clone Wars TV show that war has brought the Jedi Order further into the dark side and corrupted their ideals. Just listen to creepy dark side Yoda.
And yet you spend your days in the decadence of war, and with that, I grow inside you.
The Jedi have compromised their beliefs, fighting a war instead of keeping the peace.
And I can only protect you. I can't fight a war for you.
They have grown attached to the Republic and are blind to the fact that they are bringing about its downfall. The Sith literally use them to lead the armies that ultimately create the Empire. This culminates in a battle between Palpatine and Yoda in which the two literally destroy the Senate. Do you see the symbolism there? War cannot save the Republic. The Jedi cannot save the Republic because they have become tools of the Sith. The two are essentially one group. That is why Yoda does not persist in the fight. He realizes it isn't his place to end the conflict. He is corrupted and only making things worse. So, in order to truly bring balance to the Force, both the Sith and the Jedi must be destroyed, and thus make way for a new order that will not hold the destructive or dogmatic teachings of either group that plunge the galaxy into darkness. Anakin Skywalker accomplishes that. The Force wielders too are not without blame. Though they are very powerful, they are not particularly wise. The children fight endlessly, and their battles run the risk of consuming the entire galaxy. It's almost like they are a microcosm for the Jedi and Sith. And the father, not wanting to let go of his children, keeps them alive in a vain effort to bring balance. We see that Anakin does indeed possess the ability to control the children, but it still seems like it's only a matter of time until the two find a way off the planet and wreak havoc on the galaxy. And so, Anakin either kills them directly, or brings about their death by his interference in the situation, thus truly fulfilling his role as the Chosen One. So there you have it. 3 separate Force-sensitive groups, all with misinterpreted prophecies for the Chosen One, and all get wiped out by the actual Chosen One. So, what do you think? Does this theory bring balance to this confusing concept, or just leave it in darkness? Leave me a comment to let me know. Like or subscribe if you want to see more from Fandom Canon in the future, or check out some of my other videos right now. And, as always, thanks for watching.